Let's talk about the climate comeback. Right now, we're in a state of more or less deadlock in a lot of aspects of climate change. Here's the big problem that we're facing today. We're overshooting our planet's capacity. We're in a little blue spaceship hurtling around the galaxy pretty quickly. And there's only so much stuff. There are only so many natural resources. There are only so many places we can put pollution. Those are the planetary boundaries of our little blue spaceship Earth. The problem that we have right now is that we're doing two things wrong, not just one. The first thing that we're doing wrong is we're overshooting our planetary boundaries. We are using an enormous amount of resources. We're releasing an enormous amount of pollution. None of this is efficient. A tiny little bit of it's efficient. But for the most part, this is grossly inefficient. And we're doing that in order to try and do what we're all naturally going to try and do, which is make lives better for ourselves. Whether that's a company trying to sell more of a product, or we're just trying to buy, food, shelter, housing, transportation, all of the things that we need to do, that we all collectively need to do as a species to get by and to get through the day. We're both overshooting the planetary boundaries, and at the same time, we're not delivering enough goods and services for everybody on this world. And so what happens when you've got somebody that's not getting the goods and services they need? Whether you're talking about a company, an individual, an economy, a country, a city, a municipality. Spin the globe, throw a dart. There's going to be needs that aren't being met somewhere, all over the place. So what do? We try to use more resources to make sure that those needs are met. But if we're not being smart about using all the resources that we have, and our systems are kind of clunky and inefficient, which we know they are, this is all well documented, then we're in a situation where both we're going past our planetary boundaries, and at the same time we're not getting everybody enough of what they need. So in turn, that's going to increase the resource consumption, which is going to spiral this whole thing out of control. And that's the meta level picture that we're seeing. Guys, climate change isn't the problem. It's a symptom of a bigger problem. And that's what emerging research, whether we're talking about Kate Raworth and donut economics, Nate Higgins and the superorganism, I can just footnote this ad nauseum. But the latest cutting edge research that we're seeing says climate change is a symptom. And the problem is we're not organizing our planetary resources in a smart way. We're not meeting people's needs in a smart way. The system needs to be patched. But this is really important. We have tried historically, many times throughout history, to say, oh, well, this entire operating system doesn't make sense. Let's just reboot the... Revolution doesn't work, guys. It did back in the 1700s. The Constitution's great. Let's hold it there. No, this is a case for we need to solve policy problems. And we need to do that evolutionarily. What we need is evolution, not revolution. We need to make step-by-step improvements that solve a problem and then hold the rest of the system constant as we're making that better and better and better as we're moving forward. The system's going to push back if we try and say, oh, we need to completely rethink the fundamental nature of capitalism. Not helpful. Valid points. Not helpful. What we need to be doing is we need to be figuring out how to solve these problems in a way that we can actually implement those problems and implement them as quickly as possible. That means working with the system, not working against the system. However fundamentally flawed the system is. I'm a political science major. I'm a lawyer, trust me. I get how broken the system is. But it's the system we've got. And if we take that broken system and we grab a sledgehammer and we whack it at that system, we're going to have an even more broken system and our problems won't have gone away in the meantime. So let's do what we can to make forward incremental progress.